Hey folks, welcome back to the Feroz Moto channel. It's your favorite host, favorite guy, Ryan, and today we're going to talk about a question I get a lot, and it is, why am I not tuned with my car? Why have I not added power? Everyone knows that the S58 motor in my G80 M3 is a monster once it's uncorked and unlocked with a femto tune, but as you guys know me, I am just very concerned and cautious about my clutch. That is the big thing that is limiting for most of the manual cars. I know there's tons of guys online that complain that they go immediately after they start doing anything with non-pump gas fuel, and even with JB4s they're slipping clutches. So I understand that it's definitely dependent on how you drive with your car. If you are definitely very abusive on the vehicle, you're going to have some issues there. But as me, as a person who I just know that in some ways, you know, it's kind of a party trick. I don't really know how many people would kind of justify adding power besides, you know, really wanting it in a straight line, because everywhere where I'm driving, you know, with me enjoying actually driving and not just, you know, doing straight line pulls and stuff on the highway, you can't really use the power in the turns. The car itself, especially as the manual with the G80 with the reduced power and everything, it's so linear and perfect, I'd say, with the torque, power, and delivery curve. I know a lot of guys say, you know, there's just no torque to really help you put out. You have to really downshift and get into a lower gear, and I think that's kind of the beauty of it, you know? Like, it's as much of a joke, I say the car kind of does drive like a momentum car in certain ways, where you can't just kind of put your foot down anywhere. It's going to take you out if you're not in the right gear and stuff. So it is a very enjoyable and fun process to really wind out the car and get the performance out of it. I do not think that adding power is going to solve any of my issues, especially with how it goes with just the damage and abuse on consumables that's going to be on the car. We're talking about having to do spark plugs even earlier. We're going to have to talk about getting tires sooner, so there's going to be blitzing with the horsepower, more damage on brakes as we're going to be shedding off more speed, and of course the clutch that's going to have to get destroyed and eventually replaced with an upgrade. So I do plan on it when the car does need a new clutch. I don't know when that's going to happen. I do not abuse the car as much, I want to say, but when the case does come and it is time to upgrade, of course I'll take that excuse to kind of upgrade my clutch to work on that. But in the meantime, I'm just enjoying the car as it is. You know, stock is always going to be the most reliable. I do understand that the S58 is such a stout platform that internally wise, with cooling and the motor, you don't really need much to kind of get it in a spot where it's going to be comfortable with the extra boost and power you're going to push into it. But overall, I just can't complain. I think the car is plenty of power. Like I said, it might be me coping. You guys can say what you want. You know, the car comes so much more alive and everything in the thing, but I'm like, for what? Who are we really proving? Everyone I know, my car's stock for stock. It is faster than anything on the highway. Anyone with any of my friends in my group with their cars. So it's really not a game of, you know, who has the biggest horsepower number, because generally from stock, I mean, it's just so fast. So to say you need more, I understand. The time will come. But for me also, as well as a driver who wants to get better at driving, adding power is just kind of the cheap way of getting time at the tracks. And I do not want to pride myself on doing that, because already, like I said, the car is just so silly fast as a platform. But that is just my 2 cents. Another thing, of course, is just the monetary block to get that. As we know, with tuning these cars, you have to send it all the way out to Finland, my ECU, with my car being my daily driver. Thankfully, I'm in my fiance's Acura Integra right now, which I use on the days that I don't take out the car, but I don't have this privilege all the time. So being able to have the car with some downtime for a couple days or even a week can be a little concerning, and it is quite of a gamble to ship it out there. I know a lot of companies offer to take that care of it for you, but they do charge a hefty tax. I think I would do it personally my own way with shipping out with DHL and playing my luck there, as I am, as you guys say, very frugal with how I do things. So we'll see how it goes. I think the biggest thing I look forward to when cracking the car, doing a tune, I'd probably pick MHD just due to the easeability. I'd only want to stick to like an over-the-shelf tune being on 93 pump gas. And we'll see where we get. I think it gets me around 560 wheel, which is plenty of power. Right now the car's around, I want to say 480, 490 wheels, so a nice extra bump of 70 horsepower and some torque will definitely make the car feel a lot more adequate and up to snuff with what the competition cars come stock. So I'm super excited for that. If you guys are tuned manual and want to keep convincing me and pushing me over the edge, please do. I have not been in a tuned G series car yet, so I do not know and understand what it's like. I haven't even been in an automatic M3, so it's just been me, and I know other manual G80s. So I know once I, you know, grab the apple out of me, the apple, and see the dark side and everything, I'm going to be very hooked. But that's what it is. It's just kind of a selfish, fun little thing that I don't need. and just can't really justify it at this time. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoy this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Feroz Moto out.